Hey, I'm Nicholas Prom,
I'm Chase.
And I'm Dylan.
and you're watching Posers Must
Let's
Die.
die!
Yes, our latest adventures in the exciting and kick-ass world of heavy metal. Uh, this week, we've got a new album to open the show with, and it's not a metal album; it's a hardcore album. But that's okay. We love hardcore on this show, and this is really good shit, though. It is Spam Caller with Bad Connection. This just came out like a week ago. Uh,
March 21st.
yeah, and it kicks ass. Um, Dylan, you found this for us. Do you want to take the lead on this? Like, where are these guys
Uh,
from?
well, yeah, these guys are from Novato, California.
Okay,
So, fingers crossed, they're so close. Maybe we'll get to see a live show up here in Portland. But,
maybe I would be there. These
um,
guys rule.
yeah, it seems like these guys have a ton of material, but this just popped up on my YouTube, and I saw it came out when I found it, it came out like a day before. And I was like, oh shit, what's this? Look at this album cover. How could you not click on that?
Yeah,
Uh,
right. That
And I
rules.
instantly fell in love. Like the intro, I fucking fell in love with.
Yeah,
The that bitchin' instrumental intro, and then they use that like corny, fucking
Uh-huh.
I don't know what it is. It's from something. I want to say a
Yeah.
porno or something, but
No,
uh,
that was Jim Belushi. I think that was talking. The
was it?
guy.
Oh, was
I
it?
think so.
Okay. It sounded
I think
familiar. I
so.
couldn't. I
Yeah.
couldn't place it either. But yeah, it's a movie clip or something. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
but goddamn, this is such a bitchin' album. There's some beautiful hardcore instrumentals in this, really rockin', really like I get like hype listening to this.
Yeah, it's really high energy, really crushing shit. Like I mean, I would love. I mean, these guys would fit right in with a lot of the great bands in the Portland hardcore scene. I mean, I could see them on the
Mhm.
bill with Teardown, with Aggro, with Alienator.
Yes.
Maybe
Oh
even
my
with
god.
with the great soon to debut live Stress Test. But yeah, this is right in that wheelhouse. Just like, man, this is really good hardcore. Um, uh, if you like your song short and like fast as fuck and just totally raging, totally kick ass, like this is great stuff. This is right up my alley.
The album cover reminded me of like a hardcore Brain Damage kind
Oh,
of
the
feeling. Is that you
movie
got
Brain Damage?
yes, yeah. Thank you. The
Yeah,
movie.
that's
Yeah.
rad. I love that reference. Uh, but
Yeah, I
but
love that
yeah,
reference.
I dig that. That's really cool. Um,
They reminded me of like a more aggressive Dead Heat. Like we saw them like a bit more
yeah,
melodic, but a lot more tear your face off, a lot less fun, a lot more "Rah, just kill you type shit.
yeah. Like we've seen Dead Heat a couple times, and I like them, and I like the style that they play in. It's very like, is this thrash metal or is this really good hardcore? You know, they're right, kind of right in that on that line. But like
Yeah,
the one thing about Teardown, or excuse me, not Teardown, Dead Heat is, uh, sorry, Teardown is Portland band and they rule. Not to just try
yeah.
to slag them at all. Dead Heat, I wish they were faster. That's my only like one thing to make them better, you know, just a little
Yeah.
faster. And these guys kind of deliver on that. So yeah, I can see the comparison there. Yeah, um, but yeah. Dylan, do you
Did
have
you
any?
guys
Oh,
did you guys have some songs you liked from here? Some
yeah. Let me pull
highlight?
up that track list. I really liked uh, "It's Buried Deep,"
Yeah.
uh, and
Very deep. Yeah. Gone
yeah,
Not Dead. I think was
yeah,
the highlight.
yeah. One More Taste, stuff like that. Yeah. Tick of the Clock. Good shit.
Mhm.
Good shit. Really.
I'd have to say my favorite's Belly Up.
Yeah. Good
That
one.
song is all over the place, but in a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right on. So yeah. Spam caller from Novato, California. You said.
Nevada, California. Yeah, I
Okay. I
haven't
don't
heard of
know.
Nevada, but
Yeah. Whatever. But okay. Cool. California. Um, I guess you don't totally suck because this band is cool. No, there's lots of great bands from California, but come on,
totally.
California as a place sucks. Um,
But
um,
yeah,
uh,
these guys have a good chunk of material. This is the first thing I've heard from them, and it's mwah, chef's kiss. But I'm gonna go check out their other stuff. They have a couple other full lengths. and EPs and things. Please check them out.
Yeah,
Viewers.
I want to dig deeper on them too. I didn't have a chance this week, but I'm like, you know what? This is right in my wheelhouse. So I'm like, I'm gonna have to check out more of their shit. So right on. So hey, that's Spam Caller. Great hardcore. Okay. So yeah, why don't we move on to Chase's classic album? And you found us a real obscurity this time. I like this.
Yeah, I actually don't know how I managed to find this one. It was on I have a list of like, okay, if you don't know what to choose from this list. And I picked it like months ago. I was like, Stygian Shore, and with a 4-track EP, Stygian Shore.
Yeah.
And these guys kind of skirt the line between heavy metal and hard rock, sometimes sounding a bit like Manila Road, sometimes sounding more like Thin Lizzy, in my opinion. But at any rate, pretty sure they're the only 3 guys in Wichita, Kansas in 1984 who had leather pants, so they probably got together and made a band.
That's funny. No, this is
I believe that.
This is great. This is it's epic. It's epic heavy metal. It's kind of gloomy. Yeah, that Manila Road comparison is pretty apt. They do share some musical similarities, and yes, they were. First of all, this came out on Mark Shelton's label. I can't remember what that was called at the time. Roadster, right, Records, and the vocalist and bass player for this band actually gave Mark the nickname Mark the Shark.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, so there's a real connection there. I mean, they only did this EP. I think there's some other like unreleased material that came out later on a comp, like a collection. But yeah, it's like it is similar to Manila Road, and it's very fun. It's good heavy metal. Interesting to note that singer and bassist also had a hook for a hand.
Oh, I did not catch that.
Yeah, and it's always interesting to see amputees playing playing music and playing it well. Yeah. But yeah, you can do it. You can, those hooks they do attach to like whatever nerve endings and things you've got left, and yeah, you can have some dexterity with that. So. It kind of reminds me of in the 60s there was a garage rock band called the Barbarians, and their drummer had a hook for a hand.
Cool.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, can you imagine being like early 80s and like getting to see these guys alongside Manila Road in Kansas? Like, wow.
It'd be awesome.
I got to see Manila Road. I still can't believe it. I had they were brought to Portland 2 times. I don't remember why I couldn't go to the second one, but yeah, I got to see Manila Road. It was amazing. I mean, but Stygian Shore, yeah, if you like that kind of heavy metal, like, oh my gosh, like this is up. Yeah, you like Manila Road, you like Sir Thungal, you like classic doom and 70s heavy metal like Rainbow and shit. You're gonna be all over this.
Track 2, Love to Rock You Baby, felt like a Kiss song to me, and I could totally hear Carl solo, bow ba doo doo.
Oh, Carl from Aqua Teen, yeah. Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's like, what was the song that he made up on the cartoon? It was
I'm gonna rock your body in parentheses till the break of dawn.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, thank you. But yeah, it's totally like that. But they have the song Stygian Metal, which is really cool too.
Yep. I love that opener.
Yep. Firmly established, we are lovers of heavy metal songs about heavy metal on this show. So that's always going to be a winner, man. But yeah, this is a cool band. I'm so glad you dug this up, Chase, because I think I'd heard of this band, but knew nothing about them. So I'm really glad that we got a chance to listen to this. Yeah, it's 15 minutes, but there's a compilation that includes some other material too. That check that out. Yeah, fucking cool band, dude. Excellent pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I could just say real quick, these guys kind of reminded me of that band Satan.
Oh, from the new wave of British heavy metal, yeah.
Yeah.
I can hear that.
Getting vibes of that in here.
I can hear some Court in the Act vibes here. Yeah,
yes, definitely.
Yeah. And I'm sure these guys who were listening, they had some Nawabum singles. This is, I mean, yeah. I mean, when U.S. metal is like as pure as this, you know these guys are the real deal. You know they're tapped into the underground. You know, yeah. So yeah, this is great. Great stuff.
Great pick.
A little gem to dig out. I like that. So yeah, why don't we move on to Dylan's Demolition?
Yes, sir. This week I chose Repulsion, their 1991 demo.
Man.
This is the Repulsion we know and love. Sounds just as good as Horrified. I am specifically in love with that. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it was intentional or if it's like the equipment they recorded it on, but that squealing throughout this whole demo. You guys heard that, right? That like weird like squealing. No, not the guitar. It was like it sounds like a tape reel going or something.
Oh,
like,
it probably is.
Whole demo.
Well, this is probably a rip from a cassette, and so yeah, I here's the thing. I didn't listen to the YouTube upload that you put up. I listened to it because it's on a collection of the expanded version of Horrified.
Yeah.
So I think my version was maybe a little cleaned up. So I didn't hear that.
Oh, okay.
But one the great thing about YouTube is, yeah, a lot of them they're like ripped straight from the cassettes. I'm like, hell yeah, that rules. However, man, it's Repulsion, man, and dude, that like one album and several demos, and they are still one of the most respected and influential bands in death metal. I mean, they're at least as a big a deal as Cannibal Corpse, who have like 20 albums. Yeah. Repulsion.
Well, aren't they responsible for like starting like the whole grindcore genre? Or
I cannot confirm or deny that. I will not make that claim.
I feel like I've heard people say that, or like.
I think it's probably one of those like, how people talk about Death or Possessed. Who started death metal? And it's like, is it Repulsion, Repulsion or Napalm Death, or was it D-beat bands that got a little heavier? Who's to say?
Yeah,
I'm not the expert on that particular subgenre in death metal, so I can't. I'm not the guy to answer that fully. But Repulsion rules. This is some of the sickest shit around, and Repulsion got back together, and they didn't do any new material, but like they play festivals. Like we could potentially see Repulsion.
Hell yeah.
Which would be amazing. But yeah, this is a great tape. I really like the song. I really liked Helga Lost Her Head. I think that was maybe the highlight for me. But yeah, dude, just this is like great death metal. This is the shit that like hits the spot for me for this genre. And it's I want to thank you for like picking these demos that are like, oh yeah, like no, this is my shit. I do like death metal, I promise. It's just like I don't have a ton of enthusiasm for like what's happening now with it. I just like I like my old school death metal, and not like assload by the assload. Just like I need like a little bit. But Repulsion's great though, and this is a great tape. You guys, please go on. I think I've said enough.
I actually have heard this demo before for a long, long time ago. And the version I had, I also had a cassette, and it was one of the cassette, like one of the first death metal anythings I ever heard that it felt like it respected the bass tone, like it respected the bass. It was there, and they gave a shit, like not just in a solo, not just in like an opening boot sort of thing, like. While everything's going, I'm like, hey, that's a bass. I can hear that. I had a friend that was a bassist, and he was always going. He liked jazz. He played jazz.
Heard.
But so when I would hear it in metal, I'd go, oh, dude, it is here. It's not just in the drum. It's not just a kick. But yeah, this demo actually got me on that kick. That whole giving a shit about how it sounds beyond the music, like the production. So
I like that. That's cool.
We all have different takes on the quality of the demo.
Yeah.
sound quality, not it rules without a shadow of a doubt.
Heard.
But,
Yeah, for real. Dylan, what do you've got there, man? Anything else?
No, I mean, I just fucking love Repulsion.
Yeah, dude.
I
So sick.
I have a horrified patch that I've yet to put on my jacket, but it will be there eventually.
Yeah, fix your life, dude. Come on.
But yeah, I liked the first song on here, Excruciation, which I have not heard before, but I have heard Helga Lost Her Head and House of Freaks before, and I really like House of Freaks. That's a great song.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a nice little demo. I have to say, I feel like the sound of this is a more, I don't know how to explain this. It's a more, I don't know. I say this word a lot, but accessible. The sound of this death metal it sounds a little bit more accessible than like Horrified itself, like that album. That album's a little dirtier and crustier and nasty. This feels a little like cleaner and like I don't know how I can't put the words to it. Hopefully you understand what I'm saying.
Splattering on the slaughterhouse floor with extreme clarity. Oh.
There we go. Chase nailed it. Okay, yeah, Repulsion. They're great.
Repulsion.
Yeah.
Repulsion.
Yeah, fucking great. Cool, man. This is the death metal that gets me. But okay, so why don't we move on to Hardcore Hall of Fame? And this week I chose Youth of Today's debut album from 1985, Can't Close My Eyes. And this is the band that answers the question, what if Minor Threat and Negative Approach had a baby? And the answer is, man, that is one kick-ass baby. I thought this ruled. I mean, like, yeah, it is angry, and it's like, this is just this is the hardcore that I want. Just give me this, please. It's just fast as fuck. We're talking about society. We're angry about Reagan. We're talking about unity in the hardcore scene. All the classic tropes that I want from this sound. This just fucking rules. You guys go.
Aren't these guys straight edge too?
Yeah.
I saw a comment that made me laugh on when I watched this on YouTube. The guy said, I saw a beer commercial before this came on. Great.
Oh, jeez. No, I said that this is really one of the most pissed off hardcore bands I've ever heard, and I know it's kind of like the name of the game, but Jesus Christ,
it's pretty angry,
Yeah, and it they channel it really well. Like it's frenetic, it's angry, it's fast, it's fucking hardcore.
Yeah,
right. The one thing that just kept going through my head though is that vocalist sounds like Dan Castellaneta's Crazy Man rant when he's going.
Mm-hmm. A little bit.
Like straight up, I couldn't not hear it. I was listening to it. My daughter comes in and she's like, and I'm thinking it, and she goes, "That sounds like the guy who does the voice for Homer's homeless man rant," because we just watched that episode 2 nights ago.
Right, and you did
like right there.
You did post that clip, that Simpsons clip, in our Discord server, and yeah, I can hear it a bit. But yeah, I love that. The hardcore vocalists just go for it. Like, let's do something weird, and
yeah.
But it's just forceful and pissed, and it's like the anger is so real, and visceral, and pointed. And focused, and I almost want to eat that up with a spoon. Like, it fucking rules, dude.
They got, like, you mentioned Alienator earlier. I should have said that, dude. They got like Alienator levels of like anger and energy.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
like, I agree.
Yeah, that's a pissed off band, But yeah, no, totally. And this is we're talking about the anger, and I was like, but like, this is just like a vehicle for catharsis. You know what I mean? Like, get me express this shit so I can not murder people.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, dude. So I think it totally succeeds. This just fucking rules. I love the song "Youth of Today." It's like an anthem, and I love
Yeah.
people's self-titled songs are like, "Yep, this is our mission statement." I love that. But yeah, take a stand, positive outlook, youth crew, wake up and live. These are all just really just raging tracks, man. Really like it. What were some standouts for you guys?
Well, take a stand, positive outlook, can't close my eyes. Just right
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
For me, it
Good.
was Youth of Today and We Just Might.
yeah, yeah. Great
Yeah.
shit. Yeah. So yeah, Youth of Today, and they're still active, I believe. So fingers
Oh,
crossed.
cool.
Maybe we'll get a chance to see them. Um, but uh, but yeah, just like fucking killer hardcore. Yeah. Yeah, that sounded really enthusiastic, didn't it? Yeah. Um, but I like this a lot, and thank you guys for. I'm glad you guys liked it too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I think we can move right on into song of the week. Dylan's up first with a song I know we all love from Razor's
Out of the
1980.
game!
Yes, Out of the Game from Razor's 1988 classic Violent Restitution. This is such a go-to thrash metal album, and that just rules. But yeah, this song is pretty special. I think we've all kind of adopted it as our own. Some thoughts, Dylan. Why don't you go first? Tell us why you picked this, man.
To be frank, I picked it because I could not pick a song this week, and this came on the other day when when I picked it. This came on my random fucking 900 song USB thing in my car, and I'm like, yeah, there we go, song of the week, Out of the Game, Out of the Game.
But I
This time
won't
I'm
be
gonna
for
go.
long. Yeah, sound come. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, no, this song just rules. And I know all three of us are a big fan of. Somebody did an animatic YouTube video where they took.
Oh yeah, like a fan music video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They took scene, and it's beautifully done. They took scenes
Yeah.
from Death Wish 3 and
Yes.
intercut it with this music, and it's so killer.
So good.
It's like the
So
perfect video. The same person also did one for. They took the song Enforcer and took scenes from Dirty
Dirty
Harry.
Harry.
And that is also
There it is.
quite effective. Yeah, this song is like the 80s action movie trope, or this band is like the 80s action movie band. Okay, them and At War are like, yep, anything that is just like some like shut your brain off, right wing Reagan era like ba 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 shit. That's this is the band for you, and this song just totally embodies that. Totally raging. Also, I want to compliment just Razor in general. Like Dave Carlo as a guitarist, single guitar band, by the way. That's always more. I'm always impressed by that in thrash, because usually it's like dual guitar. Okay, but single guitar band. But Dave Carlo has some of the most unique ideas for chord progressions that that just really stand out. Like, you're not going to really mistake Razor for anybody else, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The riff in this song alone is completely unmistakable.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And so many sick riffs on there. The opening licks are like, oh my god, bam down, bam bam.
Yes. Yes.
And then the main riff when that sounds like it's like people getting mowed down with machine guns, like it's awesome. Razor, they rule.
One of the reviewers on Encyclopedia Metallum, Mercy and Doomstar, his name is, referred to Violent Restitution as chainsaw thrash, and I'm like, yes, that is what this is.
Yes,
that is what this whole,
yep. I cannot deny it. That's perfect. Thank you. That's really good. I like that. But yeah. Do you guys have any thoughts on this song besides what we've got here?
Razor rules.
Yes,
Razor
they do.
rules.
And I am so excited. In October, I'm flying to LA to see Razor. And
You lucky bastard.
I lucky that I had $50 to spend, and then I will find the money to and figure out the shit to get to LA for this. But yeah, I'm gonna see Razor with Ace Fix and Detente, and that is not gonna suck. That is going to be fucking awesome. Tickets still available, but they're going fast. So if you want to go to LA and see Razor, do it. And you see me, but I'll be there. But okay, are we good on this? Are we ready to move on? Chase's song of the week, Put a Smile on My Face. It's from their 1983 album All for One. It's Raven, Mind Over Metal.
Mind Over Metal. Yes.
Why'd you pick this one?
No, because it's a fucking classic.
Yeah,
This is an
go.
anthem.
Yeah, okay, an anthem. It's a fucking classic metal anthem. You gave me this album years ago. You gave me the LP.
Oh, that's right, I did.
Yeah, and yeah, it gets fun every once in a while. I mean, not since the turntable broke, but it got regular spins, man. And oh god, I fucking love this song. Raven rules. I know I already said that, but I'm doing it again.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Raven, I mean, one of the like the key progenitors of speed metal, and you know, and a big influence on thrash. One of the big bands of the new wave of British heavy metal. I've seen Raven. I saw Raven with Diamond Head. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. But and it's funny, for a long time this song is great. Okay, first of all. Okay. But for a long time I didn't really like Raven was a hard sell for me, because like the vocals are like nonstop and over the top, but now I like them. Okay, but yeah, I wasn't always a fan of Raven, but I definitely am now, and I love them. I recently went through the majority of their discography, most of their albums, most but not all of their albums are on Apple Music, and so I streamed those in my work playlist over a few months. No regrets. Had a lot of fun with that. But yeah, All for One is probably, if you're going to get one Raven album, get this one. But I will say their first three is kind of like a core trilogy, and then like their most recent albums are really good. And they've got a couple of mid-period records that are really excellent as well. I hate to sell them as like having a spotty discography, but it is a little. But it's funny, their really crummy albums are not on streaming, so or at least on Apple Music. So it's like I was listening to all the good Raven shit, and so yeah. But yeah, this is a great song. We love a metal song about metal, and this is a fun one. Dylan, you've been quiet on this. Thoughts?
No, I fucking love this song too. It's great. That opening riff just hooks you in, just grabs you and pulls you into the fucking
yeah.
What's that thing in Hellraiser?
The puzzle box?
Oh god.
Yeah.
Yikes.
The lament
Not that heavy, but
That's true. Yeah. But yeah, that is a fun riff. It's really a cool riff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else? Anyone? Bueller? Anything? I guess we like Raven. Cool. So I guess we can maybe talk about my song.
yes. What's your song?
Okay. So I do need to add some context, some historical context to this track. Let's pull it up here for a sec.
Yeah.
From their 1989 album Eat the Heat, Accept's D-Train. Now, in 1987, Udo went solo, left Accept and went and started a solo career, okay? Accept returned in 1989 with a new singer and a new sound. They had the completely unknown David Reese, who was an American, okay, who was very much a guy who's like kind of patterned after like Michael Monroe from Hanoi Rocks, okay? Like he's kind of, they come back and kind of did a fairly generic hair metal album. And Michael Monroe, he's got a pretty big discography post Accept, but he did this one album with them. But this song I mean, overall, I mean, vocally, he sounds kind of like a mix between the guy from Kix and the guy from Britney Fox. You know, it's fairly like that kind of hair metal voice. You know, and he's pretty good. The it's glam, okay, but this song is total speed metal, and it rips, dude.
Yeah.
It is it's a gem of a cut, I will say.
My first note on here is, holy shit, I need to listen to the rest of Eat the Heat. Scrap that shit. I thought the rest of the album sounded like this.
Yeah, I definitely chose the highlight from that record. But yeah, this song is rad. And it's funny because I've been going through Accept's discography on my work playlist, like one album a week. You know, I build a 10.5 hour playlist, right? And I think a week or so, I almost skipped this album. But I was like, no, let's give it a try. I've never really listened to it. You know, I'd heard like the lead single from it, Generation Clash, which is okay. But I'm glad I gave it a chance. It's all right. And this song rips, though. So, yeah. I don't know what the D Train is. I don't know if it's a sexual reference or if they're talking about death or something. But this does rule, and it does feel like a train song. You know what I mean? Like a locomotive kind of aspect. I'm not sure. Oh, did you guys just freeze up on me? Oh, shit. Oh, no.
Let's do a little dance for the audience now. Yeah. Just
Hey, yeah, that was weird. We lost connection for a sec. Sorry, everybody.
There we go.
Yeah.
Hey.
We're good now.
But anyway, that's that song.
Kinda.
Did you guys have any other thoughts on this one?
Yeah. Thoughts on this one? I'll go ahead and say, from what I can tell, I also don't know what the D Train is. I don't know if it's anything like that. Death, that's an interesting one. I felt it had a good message. They were essentially telling you not to give up, is what I was getting out of the lyrics.
Ooh, I like that. That's fun. That's really positive.
Don't kiss the D Train. I'm like,
yeah,
I'm not sure
heard. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, don't. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, this song gave me mad heavy Christmas vibes, like straight up, like across the board from the book.
Oh, 220 volt. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Okay, I can hear that. Yeah. Dylan, do you have anything?
Yeah, no.
Could you repeat that, Chase? You cut out.
Oh shit! I said, but yeah, no, this song fucking rules.
Yeah, I agree. Dylan, do you have anything else on this one, man?
Yeah, this is a rockin' heavy metal tune. I did enjoy it. I appreciate that context you gave because I was kind of confused. I saw a guy in the comments. He's like, I guess he was going through this whole album for the first time, and he was like, "Oh, finally a good song! I thought the whole album was gonna be ballad bullshit."
I didn't really find the album to be too ballady, but you know, whatever. But it's real hair metal-y, real glammy. Okay, the rest of the record. Yeah. This is the song that really rips from it. But so yeah. But cool.
Good pick though.
Thanks, man. I know it's a little outside the box, you know, but I like to sift through and find something good about something that's maybe overlooked, you know. So.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. So I think we can just talk about some upcoming shows now. April 5th, we've got Bewitcher and Death Chant, a double dose of speed metal with support from RIP, who are Doom. That's going to be at the Twilight Cafe. I'm not sure if I'm going to be at this one or if I'm going to be at the other cool show that's happening that night. Haunter are going to be playing with Dry Heave, Arsenal Mall, Torment in Tyranny, and Torment in Tyranny. There's a bunch of hardcore punk bands playing with Haunter, are like a mix between like D-beat and black metal with slasher synths. I saw them at excuse me. I saw them from I saw them at the High Watermark. And I really liked them. Got a patch. And my buddy Abram, I think, might be in one of the support bands. So I think I want to go to this. maybe instead. And yeah, I want to see Haunter again. They were cool.
I'm interested in this.
Yeah.
I sadly missed that Haunter show that you were at, but they sound like they're right up my alley.
Yeah, well, why don't we go to this? So it's gonna be at the Republic Cafe. I don't know that venue, but I like checking out a new space. A cafe, that's gonna be an intimate show too. So
Yeah,
that could be really cool. You know, the Twilight's a cool building, but I might this might be fun. I might be down to do this instead. We'll see.
Cool, man.
The very next day, at Dots, Portland Metal Swap returns. This is an all ages free event. There will be vendors selling metal stuff, albums, shirts, patches, posters, the huge. We went to the last one. Dylan and I went, and it was a fun time.
Yeah.
So
I got a beautiful bolt thrower War Master flag.
Yeah.
That now hangs in my bedroom.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's where I got this Venom poster. Yeah. So that was a cool event, and looking forward to that. That'll be fun. We'll see some of the pals. That's Dots. It's right across the street from the Clinton Street Theater. If you don't know that area, that's a point of reference. But yeah, let's see. On April 10th at the Hawthorne Theater, Warbringer, New Wave Thrashers, alongside Allegaon, Skeletal Remains, and Summoning the Lich. That's going to be a dope show. It's going to be a lot of like tech thrash, tech death. Gee, what a bummer. No, that's going to be a dope show for everyone who goes to that. Let's see. Show I'm incredibly excited for. April 10th at the Nova PDX, formerly the Bossa Nova Ballroom, which is, for my money, the place where I think all thrash shows should happen in Portland. Okay. Swedish speed metalers, Enforcer, with direct support from Portland's own Stress Test. This is their debut show. We are there. We are there, dudes. Yeah. We are there. This show is going to go down in motherfucking history. Get off your ass and get tickets to this, viewers, listeners.
April 11th, by the way, not the 10th.
What did I say? I thought I said April 11th. My bad. April 11th, yeah. That's going to fucking rule. 1,000% going to be there. I mean, we got ticks. We're doing it. The very same night at the Twilight, I'm not going to be there. But the early moods and Magic Potion dooming it up with traditional metalers Seductor, who are a new band, and I know two guys in that band, Ryan C. Brown and Danny from Diabolic Oath, the drummer from Diabolic Oath, are in that band. That's also going to be a fun time, but I am not going to be there because we're going to be at the Enforcer show. Stress Test, baby. But still, that's going to be a dope time. That's going to be a good heavy metal show. Let's see. April 17th at the High Watermark, classic 80s metalers Heir Apparent make their Portland debut, along with support from Tower Hill, Serpent Rider, whose debut full length just dropped, like yesterday, and I Am the Intimidator. That's going to be a cool show. Hit that, dudes. You're going to love that. You're going to be in, if you're like traditional metal, you like power metal, you're going to be in heaven at this gig. Let's see, April 19th. This is a very different event at the Clinton Street Theater. This is Full Metal Jackson are debuting their latest music video, The Way You Make Me Feel. Full Metal Jackson, they do heavy metal versions of Michael Jackson songs, okay? Looking forward to that. And it's also going to be a program of music videos for, I think, almost all program music videos from Atomic Terror, Bewitcher, Castle Rat, Diabolic Oath. Dylan, can you read those? It's a little too
hard. Grave Witch, Headless Pez, Leather Bitch, Manthus, Rank and Vile, Silver Talon, Skeletal Remains, Solicitor, Uada. I can't read that.
Yeah.
Wizard Cage and Zoth.
Yeah. So I think these are all
the greats.
Well, these are these are all Northwest bands though. I think Except
Yeah.
I don't know where Castle Rat.
All the greats from our scene.
I don't know where Castle Rat are from, but literally everyone else is a Pacific Northwest band, and this is going to be a fun time. It's $5. It's an afternoon thing.
Gee.
It's April 19th, and I got to check what day of the week it is, but I got to be there. I mean, look, Atomic Terror's like music videos is going to be shown at this, and I am their manager. I really ought to be there, but I want to be at this anyway. This is going to be so many of the pals are going to be there. This is going to be a really fun time. Show up. What?
I'm sorry. They're just going to be showing music videos from all these bands.
Yeah, but at a movie theater on the big screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I want to go to that. I'm very interested. There's so many bands on this.
That
Yeah.
sounds fun,
that I
yeah.
love.
I mean, this is going to be a fun time, and for $5 and to hang in the afternoon with a bunch of our heavy metal pals, that's going to be dope. This is going to be a really fun moment for our scene, and I definitely want to be there. That's going to be dope. It's going to be a cool time. But yeah, that very night, go up to Kelso, Washington, the April 19th for the last ever show at Erebus. The Accused will be headlining. There's several Plague Bearer and Diabolic Oath are going to be on the bill alongside a couple of bands whose logos I can't read. But so that's going to be The Accused and a bunch of death and black metal. That's going to be a cool time and a fitting send off for a venue that's got a whose reputation is legendary already. I'm sad. I got sick the time we were all supposed to go up for that big thrash show with Coven and everything. But R.I.P. Erebus, you will not be forgotten. But that's going to be a cool time. I encourage people to go to that and give Dakota and that venue a warm send off. But yeah, April 25th at the High Watermark, we got up-and-coming traditional metalers Bloodstar, who have really got a big buzz around them, alongside with direct support from Portland traditional heavy metalers Time Rift and Silver Talon. I wish I could be at this, but I have committed to be at a different show that very night. This is still going to be great. If you want to see power metal, traditional metal, go to this. What were you gonna say, Dylan? I'm sorry.
I am a Bloodstar fan. I'm gonna try to be at this. I was very excited to see this poster when you sent it over. Bloodstar High Watermark. That is gonna fucking rule, dude.
Oh, so you're gonna go to this instead of the other show at the Blackwater that very night?
Oh, wait.
Velocity.
Oh shit.
Velocity and Blade. Velocity, PILAU, Blade, and Betrayer are going to be playing the Blackwater the very same night. A night of raging thrash, hardcore, speed metal. This is gonna be rip. This is gonna rip, dude. I know it. What a dilemma.
The Metalhead's dilemma.
Dude,
I'm probably gonna be at this one.
Yeah. This is gonna be real. I mean, come on. Look, at the end of the day, this is a show where we're like thrash metal and hardcore, please. So like as much as we have a healthy love for traditional metal and power metal, like thrash is king.
Shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
I know, it sucks. And there's so much of like, damn it, this other rad show is playing across town the same night. So much of that coming up. What are you gonna do? Make a hard choice is what you gotta do. But fast forward a few days later, death metal legends, the Obituary, celebrating 35 years of Cause of Death, playing Cause of Death in its entirety, dudes. I can't go to this, and I'm sad about it. But they're gonna have a lot of great support from Nails, Terror, Spirit World, and Pest Control. That's gonna be fun. They got like thrash and hardcore and power metal, no, not power metal, but like thrash and hardcore opening. That's definitely befitting. But yeah, go see Obituary if you can do that. They're great. I've still never seen them, and I'm sad that I'm not going to get to see this one. This feels like the time to see them. But what can I do? Fast forward to May 3rd, down at the Warm Springs Indian Reservation, ResFest 2025. This is a bill of thrash and death metal. Damage Overdose, 6 Million Dead, Atomic Terror, Back from Death, Mazeroth, and 80s thrash metal legends Chemical Annihilation are going to rip your mother heckin' faces off down at the Res. This is a drug and alcohol-free event. Do not even think about bringing a flask or weed. You will get arrested by the res cops. It happened to a friend of mine. It is no
Oh
joke.
shit.
Yeah. I will not bail you out if you get arrested. But there's that. But also, there will also be the Eagle Thunder, who is like a Native American drum group performing. This is going to be metal and a cross-cultural experience as well. Very cool. I'm very jazzed about this. I'm looking forward to hitting the road and supporting this gig. This is going to be fun. And y'all should make the trip down there from Portland. I think it's going to be a special time, man. But yes, that is, May 3rd. And then May 11th, at the high watermark, Vueltas, Persecutor, and Hadean, black and roll, hardcore, and traditional heavy metal, mixed bill Sunday night. But check it out and have a good time and tell us how it went. And then, June 3rd, Napalm Death and the Melvins with the Hard-Ons at Rev Hall. Still wanting to go to that. Hopefully I'll be able to do it. Yeah. So we got a lot of great shit, and there's even more stuff in the pipeline. I was just like, dude, I can't have like 30 shows on the calendar in 1 week. I can't add like 10, 15 shows to this every week. That's just too much. But a lot of great shit coming up for Posers Must Die, for the Portland and Pacific Northwest scene in general. Fucking rad. Chase, hit us with a sign-off, baby.
You got it. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and remember, clouds look a little gray. It looks like we could be getting some thunder and lightning tonight. And when there's lightning, it always brings me down. That it's me who's lost, we never found.
Okay. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching. Woo! Okay.